What's up, y'all? Keith Dykes here with W.K.D Construction, and welcome to my channel. We are here inside our new custom home project that we got going on, the Melton Farm Project. And today, on today's video, we are going to be installing a fiberglass shower tub combo. This is, it's the easiest shower enclosure to install. It's one whole piece. Do a little leveling, but there's a very important step that I think a lot of people don't utilize, and you need to, and it creates a problem during installation. So I'm going to show you how to remedy that problem. So come on, we'll show you what we have here. So here is the bathroom. It's just a small bathroom. We've got a pocket door. And Miss Susan didn't want to spend, an extravagant amount of money, and this is your best economical option as far as a bathtub and a shower. Just one piece is fiberglass, and you're done. The only problem is sometimes you have to install it before you even start framing, because sometimes you can't even get the tub into the bathroom after you get your walls up. Right here we could, just because we had a pocket door and our opening was large enough to fit it in there. So we just installed the pocket door the other day after we snuck the shower in there. We don't have it installed yet, but there's a couple important things. This right here, you got that blocking right there, a blocking that goes from there. That way, once you push the tub back, you have something to screw the flange to, because you don't want to have this stud and nothing in the middle and this floating. You got to have something solid in behind it. And for those of y'all have not seen how to put a pocket door kit in, I'll put a link, and you can go ahead and watch how you install a pocket door. I like to keep access for the plumbing, that way you can get to it later if need be. So right here in this closet, I framed this little hole out right here. That way I can get to the plumbing. Once they get drywall in there, we'll cut it out, and then we will be able to access the plumbing and hook all of the P-trap and the tub drain and everything up. And that it's on the back side of this closet. You can, if anything ever did happen to the faucet itself, you could cut a hole out in the back side of the closet, install a little access panel, and not worry about it. It would definitely be hidden. You wouldn't have to repair drywall and all that good stuff. So I try to back them up into a place where it'll be inconspicuous later if there was ever a repair that needed to be done. Most of your showers are 60 inches in length. So when I frame, I usually do 60 1/4, somewhere in that area, just to give you a little slack, because sometimes fiberglass is a little thicker here and there. And this is a kind of the smaller one. This is a 32-inch depth one. You can get a full-size one that's 36, but the bathroom's kind of small, so we opted to go with a little narrower one. That way the toilet wouldn't be jammed up against the tub. So we're gonna scoot into position, baby. Is it on? Human here today. I got your level. Good that way. It's up just a hair. We'll level it this way and then plumb it this way. Looks fantastic. I'll go ahead and screw one side, and then I'll jump to the other side. And then you just screw through the flange, through the fiberglass, and into your framing. This is my screw of choice, really. It's the GRK. I guess it's a cabinet screw. It's like a lathing head screw, really flush. You can use drywall screws, but I don't really care for them. These are the best for something like this, where you're going to have drywall running over the top of it. So we are level from side to side. That way is level, and then check this way as well. beautiful. That way, because if you're going to put a glass door, some people put glass doors on there, it needs to be plumb. So if you need to do any furring or any adjustments because of bows in your framing, you need to do it now. So I have to get the tub pushed back at the bottom. If you got to get a little nasty with it, just take a block. Do that right there. Get it back a little bit more. I'll go ahead and screw around the back side. Plumb was putty. I took the overflow cover off. That way it makes it easier to glue up. I just wanted to put it on there. That way we can measure to it and it'd be a little more precise that way. Let's either get it glued up and then we'll stick it in there and I'll stick the cover back on it. And get the P-trap hooked up and install the tub faucet and shower head. And just grab the laser. Makes it easier, makes it great. No hands. Got the blocking for the drop L, which this is just a crimp fitting drop L. Got the laser set up. So this faucet valve is says to be flush. The front, the face of the shower needs to be flush with this plastic over. So I just cut out a 4x4 hole. I just use the grinder, but be sure to use ventilation. It needs to vent. Don't be breathing all that fiberglass dust. Says up. Which Steve's cutting some blocking. So we'll get it blocked and fastened in there. Little blue pipe dope thread sealant. On top and bottom I just used a regular union, but on the sides I like to use where the water comes in, the one that's got the rubber washer in it. That way I know it's got a hella seal. It's a rubber seal and it's going to be watertight. Stick it in from the outside, the back side. So when you cut this, you only get one chance. So don't mess it up. The tile is a little easier because you can tile around it, but you're doing it in a fiberglass, something finished, or a marble surround, or anything, you better cut it one time, because if you cut it too big, then you done messed up. Ron. So for the tub spout, I'm gonna have to sweat on a piece of copper, a male union. Sweat on a piece of male union to that, so I got threads I can thread into the drop L. And then it will stub out of the wall and then I can use this universal, I just called it universal fitting. That way the tub spout screws onto here, and the copper pipe slides in there with an O-ring. So we got backing. We got a 2x6 on the back side with a faucet screw to. We're not just relying on I have to get where I can see. You like those glasses. So once you install the fiberglass tub, this is, in my opinion, is a very important step, is furring the wall out the thickness of the fiberglass. Usually it's around a 1/4 inch by the time you put that in your screw, because if you don't, a lot of people just put the drywall on there and it flops out, and it looks humpy to me. So just we got some scrap 2x, we'll just rip them down a 1/4 inch, put them on the wall, we'll fur that wall and the side walls, and then your drywall is straight. It's not humped right at the edge. A lot of times you go up and you will see it, it'll be humped. So I just don't like that. To do a little extra support under the tub, we put a 2x underneath what they have there. It didn't hit the ground, so we added another treated 2x. That way it just gives it a little more support over time, standing in there, and keeps it firm and tight. So we did a little dry fit, and I went ahead and I had to screw my drop L to my bracing, and then go ahead and thread sealant, get this ready to go. Then we'll stick it through the tub, and then get this leveled with a little torpedo level, and then we'll be able to screw it to the framing in behind the tub. Sometimes you just got to go bass backwards, you know. You got to think about it before you just go balls to the wall. So that's what we have to do. But it'll be stout. It'll be good to go. And I had to leave this a little high, that way I can get on the back side after we screw it in there. Then I can crimp my PEX ring on there. Well, we're going to do a flood test, make sure everything works, all the drains hold up. So the water has been sitting in the tub for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, and we just made sure, I just wanted to make sure that my plumber's think of it, Keith, but my plumber's putty sealed up, and it hasn't leaked a bit. So we get in here, check it out. Looks fantastic. And right there, instead of sealing up, which we had formed out in the concrete to allow for the plumbing, so right there, instead of filling it up with concrete, I opted to just take some styrofoam, some blue foam board, cut it out, wedge it in there, and then we took some silicone and sealed it off. That way we won't get any moisture to wick up back into underneath the tub and create, you know, maybe mold or whatever. So we've got that sealed off to where everything below the concrete will stay underneath the foam, and the foam is not going to absorb anything and allow it to soak through. So that's kind of a cool idea. I've never done that before, so I'll probably start doing that. Just go ahead and seal it instead of filling it all the way up to concrete. And if you ever had trouble with your P-trap, if for some reason the tub leaked and you had to get back to it, it's a lot easier to move the foam than it would be to have to chip out some concrete. So that's probably what we'll start doing underneath tubs from now on. The important step I was talking about is the lathing. A lot of people do not do that. They will run their drywall straight to the flange and then tape up against it, and then you've got a huge gap. It's really vulnerable to water, or they will just run and just kind of bow it over the top of it, which is not too bad. It doesn't really, you're really not going to notice it until you get to the baseboard. That's what drives me crazy. You go into a lot of places and then you look down and into the tub, the baseboard goes right at the end. I don't like that, so that's why I started putting the lathing strips anywhere I've got a fiberglass tub, just to accommodate that thickness of the fiberglass. It doesn't take long, maybe 20 minutes. It really didn't take that long, so it's just something that I do that just, I think, in the end produces a better job. So that's just me. Some people, y'all might some of y'all might think it's crazy, but I don't. It just takes a few more minutes and it's done. And it's straight. It will be straight when it goes into the tub. The trim, you put your baseboard on, it's straight. You don't have to be flapper wheeling the backside of the baseboard to try to make it look straight. It's just, and it just do it. Just for it and be done. You usually don't run into a situation with a pocket door, oh, excuse me, into the tub like this, but these are 3/4. This is a Johnson hardware kit. It did not come with wood. Most of the time they come with a wood on there. This did not. We went ahead and I put some silicone in behind these lathing strips and then used some self-tapping sheetrock screws, and we'll take those off tomorrow once the silicone dries up, and that'll just give something the drywallers to fasten to. But right here we had to put some dead wood to allow to screw the tub, and I just used some pocket screws. We put the Craig jig on here and pocket screwed it into there, and that way the 3/4 does not, it's the same thickness as this, so it does not interfere with your door when you slide it on the track. But as you can see, all the lathing is just on all the studs. No big deal. And we just left that wall alone because, of course, there was no need to for that wall out. All right, y'all. There we have it. That's it. That was my video on how we install a fiberglass one-piece shower and tub combo. And if y'all would like to know how to sweat some copper, like I sweated the male adapter onto the copper pipe, then I will put a link up here on top and you can check it out. Check that video out. Now that you watch my video and you go back and you install your fiberglass tub and you implement the lathing, the furring strips, your drywall hanger guy is going to go like, man, this guy is on it. He knows what the hell is going on. Once again, I'm Keith Dykes. This was the fiberglass tub / shower combo installation. Thanks for watching. And yes, sir, got it, coach.